Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Rundown, entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I am your host, Chris Fagan. Tonight we're going to talk about some trailers. We're going to talk about the creator trailer. We're going to talk about Indiana Jones. What the hell is going on? Why is it getting such bad reviews? I stopped watching after the third one, so I don't know what they're talking about. And we're going to talk Fast 10. So, joining me today on a mother effing Friday, Giovanni.
What's up?
Teen Wolf himself with the righteous beard of justice. The new nickname, the righteous beard of justice. I like that.
You know what? I like it too. That could stick.
New hashtag righteous beard.
We're gonna start seeing that hashtag now.
Put the thumbs up in the chat if you like that righteous beard.
Beard.
You guys will watch as we were doing the prep for the show. Giovanni's like, pose. I'm like, dude, I gotta focus on it. But he's like, pose. I'm like, I don't think I smiled though. Black guys, we don't really smile. So
I'm sure it goes like this now. Righteous beard.
Hashtag righteous beard. Well, guys, you know what it is. Every time we do the rundown, I was going to do this show at our new normal time, which is like around noon. Ever since a void was created in the YouTube world for movie news, I decided to make the rundown a daily Monday. It's going to be Monday through Friday. Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Now it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for now. Reason being, I am a dad. I have my kids. They're kind of young. Sometimes they're loud. I hate it when any little problem happens. I hate it. I start sweating. I get mad. I get frustrated. So when I have my kids with me, I'm a father, but I have joint custody with their mother. And when they're with me, there's an opportunity for, Dad, I need something, and they could interrupt the show. So on the days that they're with me, I'm like, no. So for now, I'm going to say Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If I feel like they can be quiet because summertime is here, they're going to be in the house more, then it'll be Monday through Friday. But I'll test it out a little bit, but I'm for sure Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Only reason why we didn't do it today at noon, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at noon, around 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Central Standard Time is the time I'm talking about for the rundown. Only reason why we didn't do it today was because there was a technical issue that happened last night during the Rundown After Dark show. I fixed that shit and got it all squared away. But be aware, Monday through Friday is what I'm aiming for a daily rundown show. Now, guys, if you want to follow us on social media, you can follow us at T3 Medias, the number 3, MEDIA with an S at the end. Yes, there's no S at the end of Medias, but I didn't know that when I created it, but there it is. But on social medias, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch. We're streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook right now, and on Twitter. On Twitter, you can find us at T3 Medias. So follow us there and let us know what you guys think about any of the topics that we're talking about, or if you have any things that you want us to talk about, hit us up on those social medias platforms and just send your theories, your comments, your questions, your concerns, all that good stuff. And just hit us up, just say hi.
Tell us why this show is better than John Campeo's.
I don't do that. I don't know. I still love Big Papa Cameo. I still love him. I'm upset that his show isn't live anymore. And I've enjoyed the conversations with all the other people online about the reasons why that is. I've been confirmed. I've been told that his sponsorship program, because I applied to be sponsored by him, was canceled. And I'm pretty sure that anybody who critiqued him recently is probably excommunicado. So I gave up on that program. But for the people who are all about John Cameo exposed and there's another YouTube channel out there for something, Screen Fiends or something like that only likes to talk shit about John Cameo. I am not that guy. Yes, I will critique John Cameo because just like he always says, I don't always have to agree with him. Just because I like him doesn't mean I'm always going to agree with him. I am not a celebrity. Well, he's not a celebrity, but for example, like your favorite celebrity. Who's your favorite celebrity, Gio? Who is the celebrity that you want to meet?
Let's just say Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. When Arnold Schwarzenegger was going through his drama with the whole infidelity thing like that, were you that guy that goes, well, you know, maybe she was really asking for it, and you should understand that he's a this and that, or were you like, or did you? Did you call it like you saw it?
I mean, like, I'm still a fan of his. You know, I'm not gonna talk shit. He has a lot of things going on in his personal life, but he's still the Terminator and the Governator. But
if you saw him on video kicking a puppy in the face, would you excuse it because he's your favorite artist?
Oof, that.
Or would you call it like you saw it? He kicked the puppy in the face, and that's a dick move.
Kicked the puppy in the face.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah. So if John Campea does something that I don't agree with, I'm going to call it like I see it. But that doesn't mean that I hate or I'm going to expose. No. So all those exposed sites and stuff, like, no, I'm not that. Anyway, this isn't about John Campea. Why am I always talking about John Campea? Anyway, guys, if you want to become a supporter of our channel, hit us up on Patreon, which is where we're going to have our exclusives, and our YouTube memberships. That's where you get our exclusive videos as well. Guys, during the show, we're going to have the ability for super chats. Or your comments. I'm going to be monitoring your comments. Your comments will come up at the bottom of the screen. Super chats. I will interrupt the show and read them out as well. But we also appreciate all your donations at streamlabs.com/ttmedia/tips. But anything that you send in the chats, we will be monitoring it, and we will during the We Got Your Meal portion of the show. We'll be popping those up on the screen during the show. With that all out the way, let's get into it. Prepare yourself, guys.
Let's get it on.
It is time for entertainment news. All right. First up, actresses that played Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio will return in Deadpool 3.
I'm excited. I mean, they're great characters. Yeah. And I really like the.
Let's be honest, they're hot.
Yes. They both
I wish
are.
Tabitha was here right now. That's les business right now. We're officially in les. That's what I call. Yeah, anything about lesbian topics, we call it les business.
Hey, look, this movie's gonna be rated R.
This rhythm is rated R.
Are we gonna see something?
I mean, we had been in the last movies that she was in. We haven't
seen anything like that.
Yeah. So no. you sickie. What the hell's wrong with you? The T3 Media does not condone any of the perverted nonsense coming from Giovanni over here.
It's none of your les business, okay?
Yeah. I do not condone that behavior.
Wink, wink.
But, yeah, exactly.
Wink, wink.
But I like where you're going with this. When the writer strikes ends, I want you on top of that script.
I want one of them to be on top too. No.
Yeah. Well, I wish I should have like a pervert warning thing pop up on the screen. Beep. Yeah. Yukio. I love the Yukio character when bye Wade and bye Yukio. Yeah, I love that. So yes, I'm happy. I'm happy that they are going to be returning. I was hoping. I already heard that Colossus is going to be back.
Yeah,
he's going to be back.
Yeah.
But I was wondering. I was like, I think the actress that plays Negasonic Warhead, I think she's from Houston. I looked her. I think she's from Houston. We're from Houston, by the way. Yeah,
Houston.
I think she's from
H-Town.
Yeah, she's an H-Town. Yeah, she's an H-Town native.
Damn.
If I'm not mistaken, if guys in the correct me if I'm wrong.
Brianna Hildebrand.
Yeah,
that's her name.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Is she from Houston? Yeah. But while you looking that up,
College Station.
Boom. Close enough.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah. Not.
All right. Next up, Priscilla Presley requests to be buried next to her husband in Graceland, and that was denied. What are your thoughts on that? Because I know you were a fan of the Elvis movie. When I saw this news, I'm like, you gave a pretty good review for the Elvis movie.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I wasn't as hyped as this guy was. So I'm like, to further bust your Elvis bubble, Mrs. Presley herself.
I just want to
know. She
was
still married to him when he died, technically. Maybe they were separated, maybe not. But she was still technically. But you do know that there's been drama since, his passing, like with his daughter. Like he left it all to his daughter. and all that rift and all that stuff that was going on. There's been a lot of drama between his late daughter and his wife. So it's for her to be she's like beefing, I guess, with the estate. What do you think about that?
I mean, like when the amount of money that has been generated, even from the movie, like, so he left his money to his daughter, not to his wife.
It's from what I remember. Yeah, it was pretty much his daughter was the one that it was. I'm sure she had. No, first, and correct me in the chats if I'm wrong. First, I believe it bypassed his wife and went to his mama. First, his mom, because even from the movie, there was a deep connection with his mom. I think first his mom was more in charge of everything over her, which kind of is weird. But maybe because because it was almost like they was pretty much separated when he was in Vegas and whatnot. She didn't complain much about what he was doing, but they were still married. But she was still, they were still technically married. But I think if I remember the story correctly, it was first it went to his mama, then when his mom died, fell to the daughter. To Elvis's daughter, totally just bypassing Priscilla, and she's been kind of upset about that, So the latest request was, "Can I be buried next to my late my husband Elvis?" The estate said no. Here's why: Elvis is already buried in between his mom and his dad, and next to, I believe, his mom or dad is his daughter. For Priscilla to be buried next to Elvis, they would have to unearth his mom or dad, move them somewhere else, and then bury Priscilla there. The estate said no. They didn't even hesitate to say no. They're like, hell no.
Now I know a little bit more about the story behind it.
Yeah. What do you think? Was it wrong?
I think it is a little selfish of Priscilla because there's already
their relationship was kind of rocky at the end,
and he's buried in between both of his parents. That you would want,
but
to dig up a grave.
But if you want to be biblical about it, you're a grown man. He was still technically married to his wife. But if it all depends for me, because I am divorced and remarried. It all depends on the issues and the problems that they were probably having. So if that was his wishes to be buried with his mom, there was probably a reason behind it. So if that was his wishes, I say. Stick the estate is right. Stick with those wishes, even though she was technically still married to him when he died, technically. But if that was his wishes, I say stick with that. What do you think?
I don't think I think that the estate is right on this part. And the fact that Priscilla was having problems with and then she wasn't even given part of the like. I understand why she's upset, and then I also understand why the estate said no. So I kind of side with the estate on this one.
I do too. Yeah. I mean, she'll be all right.
I mean, she'll just be dead somewhere else.
I mean, she's already trying to sue her daughter, the estate for the money that she feel like she's owed and all that stuff. She was all kinds of drama between her and the estate, between her and her daughter and all that. What is that? Anything in the chats about? What am I missing?
Michael William Birchfield says he's part of the Cameo exodus.
When we were talking about
welcome in. Priscilla ran the estate for Lisa Mary when she was a child.
Priscilla ran the estate for Lisa Marie when she and correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. Then then his daughter ran it, right? Because I remember there were stories about there being disagreements with the daughter and Priscilla, and because I believe his daughter had more control over the estate than Priscilla did. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what was going on. But anyway, besides all that, let us know what you guys think about that, and let's move on to the next top. We'll come back to it. There's news on a new movie called The Killer's Game, starring Dave Bautista. Added to this cast, we have Ice Cube, Jason Statham, and newly added to the Killer's Game cast, Ben Kingsley and Sophia Boutella, who's in another movie with Bautista about like this. I think it was like I forgot what that movie was called. But she was in The Kingsman. She was the girl with the Kingsman too. She was the girl with the legs. What's her name? and the mummy,
swords for legs.
I love her.
Yeah,
she's a great.
She was badass in that movie.
She is a badass. She's a dancer. She's and everything. So, according to, I looked up the because I never heard about. I know this is based on a book, but I never heard of it. I looked it up. It's about a world of assassins, and either he's terminally ill or he's about to die or something like that.
I have the summary right here.
All right, what's it? Okay.
A world-weary assassin who's taken a hit out on himself finds a new reason to live after his girlfriend discovers she's pregnant. Together, they race across Europe, trying to outrun his would-be killers.
Yeah, he puts a hit out on himself for some reason, and now that the hit has been activated. Now, now he wants to live, and it's an action comedy. So he put this in motion because he didn't want to just kill himself. I think it was something about him being like either terminally ill or for some reason he wanted to take himself out. But he was too afraid to do it himself. So he put a hit out on himself. And now all these killers are coming after him, and now he has a reason to live. Dude, I'm all for this.
Yeah.
This is like what's happening with John Wick without the, he's not doing it to himself. It's just but the whole world is coming against him. So I feel I like and the fact that it's a comedy, I'm all for it.
I'm getting like Kingsman vibes from this too, because Kingsman had all those like really brutal action scenes, but it was also kind of funny. So I'm expecting like these hitmen to be from all kinds of backgrounds.
Right.
Anyone who's trying to kill this guy, and I'm all for it. The Killer's Game sounds like a great time.
Let me move this around because
the director is J.J. Perry.
There we go.
Who's he?
I don't like the fact that it got us both looking at each other, but we're not facing each other on the screen. Like I'm stupid for details like that. So when we look at each other, now it looks like we're looking at each other. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let us know what you guys think about any comments in the chat about.
The director of that movie did stunts for John Wick, Fate of the Furious, Avatar. I think we're in good hands with that.
Okay. Kyle Lorenzo, yes. Lisa's, yeah. And about the last topic we were talking about, Lisa Marie, yes, but Lisa sold the EPE. It's from Calderon, yes. They just released a statement that there is no beef. I guess so there's no beef with the estate and Lisa Marie, I guess, even though she was denied her request. Yeah.
Maybe she's like, you know what? I understand.
Yeah. You know what? Chill out. Well, what was it that who was that actor that it was Common when he was on that wasn't the Emancipation Holiday. But anyway, he was talking with the Joker, Jay Leto's Joker. Hey man, I don't want no beef. Remember that?
You don't want no beef? You want no beef? You don't want no beef?
It's my favorite line. That is my favorite line in that movie.
We did a show a while ago. You're like,
I ain't no beef. You don't want no beef.
That's my favorite line. I love that, man. All right, moving on to the next topic. Let's see what we got. Okay. Was that? Yeah. That was the last of the quick topics. Moving on. We're gonna move on to the main topics again, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be monitoring if you don't mind, help to keep an eye on the.
I got the comments right here.
On the comments and whatnot. So if anything pops up that based on what we're talking about, because we're about to talk about the main topic.
The King Games. He's my friend. His name's Steven. He says, "What's going on?" I'll tell you what's going on. We're doing a show, and watch how it turns out. It may get a little.
You said what's his name? The King Games.
The King Games.
Oh wait, my boy Y2 Germs is there. What do you got? What do you guys do? What am I drinking? Oh, pimp juice, my friend. Pimp juice.
I'm drinking Perrier. Although you could put some pimp juice in here. So
Jack and Coke is what I'm always drinking. Pimp juice. You got to watch a movie called National Lampoon's. What was his name? National Lampoon's. It was a cartoon.
A cartoon?
Jake's Booty Call. I'll send. I don't know if it's available on streaming anywhere, but Jake's Booty Call. Maybe I should do a review on that. I love that movie. National Lampoon's Jake's Booty Call. So it was a line. He said, "What's that drink you're always drinking?" Pimp juice, my friend. Pimp juice. It'll bring out the player in you.
Holy
It's
shit.
Jack and Coke. It's the funniest. One of the funniest movies I've seen. Has anybody in the live chat ever seen Jake's Booty Call? That's a funny ass cartoon. National Lampoon's Jake's Booty Call. Yeah. But that's what I'm drinking right now. All right, let's move on to the
Never
main
heard
topic,
of
guys.
this.
Remember,
Wow.
send your questions, your comments. You can send them do super chats. You can do donations through streamlabs.com. We'll be checking we're checking the chats. But anything you guys want to say that's on topic, I'll pop them up on the lower third as well. And we also appreciate you for all your support. Let's move on to the main topic of the day. Indiana Jones, Part 5. It's not officially out yet, but
It will be in a month.
they had some screenings. What was that? The Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah.
That they screened it, and the reviews are not good. Are you on Rotten Tomatoes? Can you tell me as of right now what the reviews are showing?
Okay.
Let me look that up real quick.
Jones
'Cause the last time I looked,
Destiny.
it was at 45,
Right
48.
now, Rotten Tomatoes has that at 50%.
Oh, it jumped up. Now it's at 50, but it's still technically rotten. What is it?
It is still rotten. Yes.
It's still technically
And,
rotten. I think to get fresh, I think you have to be above is it 60 or 70? I can't remember.
I have to look that up too.
But we're gonna go over what the reviews are saying later.
Yeah.
But
You want me to start looking at the rotten ones or the fresh ones?
I mean, I'll pull them all up and
Okay.
whatnot. But I put up a poll before we started the show, and it's already up.
I voted on that too.
My question was, what if Indiana Jones 5 turns out to be bad? What do you think people will say most about like why it was bad and whatnot? So as of right now, what does the polls show? Let's. Do I have to vote on it to get that result?
I'll look it up. So
As of right now, where's the polls at right now?
with lowest, someone said, I bet audience scores will be good with 13%. Then Phoebe Waller-Bridge is too woke with 27%. And tied with 27% is should have just done a reboot.
Oh,
and
okay.
the number one is Harrison Ford is too old at 33%.
That's the one that's winning right now.
And that's what I voted for too.
I put Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is under 50%. Now we have to amend that. As of right now, it is at 50%. So let's run down some of what the critics are saying about Indiana Jones. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick.
How old is Harrison Ford? That's what I want to know. He's
in his 80s. He's like
80.
82. Yeah.
Man is 80 years old.
Yeah.
And starring in an action film. I get it. You know, he is Indiana Jones, and he doesn't want
Damn
anyone
right
else
he is.
to be Indiana Jones.
Mhm.
Even though, someone has made, younger characters of his own character with Solo,
Mhm.
which, okay.
But from the trailer, it looks like there's some de-aging that's happening.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, to me, the technology since Ant-Man 1 is that they've gotten real good at that. Disney's gotten good at their de-aging technology.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I saw in the trailer, they look pretty good. But what are you thinking so far with these results? Were you even excited about seeing this?
I actually was.
You were?
I am.
Did this deflate you a little bit of the
because
reviews?
I thought because of the director is James Mangold, he
Mhm.
directed Logan,
Mhm.
and I love that.
Speaking
film.
about Deadpool,
Yeah, speaking of Deadpool.
in the Deadpool universe.
And James Mangold really knows how to direct a good action film. And I thought, he's doing Indiana Jones. I have faith in him. I think he can do it. But now after hearing a lot of, these mixed reviews, I'm like,
Oh, there's John Campy. Speaking of it, yeah. Mixed reviews. it's 100% mixed now, 50-50. Yeah.
it
It deflates you a little bit.
it does. And
It looks like somebody just ran over your dog.
so someone even said, it makes Kingdom of the Crystal Skull look kind of good. I'm like, what?
What? I
Yeah.
hated that movie. And I'm still in this situation. I have still never seen the first two Indiana Jones movies. The first Indiana Jones movie and for a long time, the only Indiana Jones movie I ever saw was 3. I started with 3, then I watched the TV series, then I saw 4. I still have not gone back to watch the first 2. I know that's black. You guys in the chat, hit me up in the chat, light me up. I'm a loser, I'm a dumbass, whatever you got. I guess I will be doing a first time watching on this channel.
Do you know they're all going to be on Disney Plus on May 31st?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gives me an
All
opportunity
the
to watch
Indiana
it.
Jones, it's going to be so easier for, fans to watch
Yeah.
on May 31st on Disney Plus. So you
Okay.
can watch all the Indiana Jones. Someone who hasn't caught up on it like you
Mhm.
could catch up on it before a new one comes out.
Right.
So, but also, I'm pretty sure I hope that this new one is it's good, but after hearing a lot of people saying that it's just Harrison Ford is just too old, and it's kind of sad that he's doing this movie.
I'm not surprised Michael Birchfield has already lighted me up. What the F? Yeah. Never seen the first two Indiana Jones. The Indiana Jones 3 was the first time.
Well, Indiana Jones 3 is the best one.
I've never even seen the first two, and I already know that was the best one.
I love The Last Crusade. What about Raiders of the Lost Ark?
You didn't like Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No, I'm just saying like you because you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
But the third one, then the first one, then the second one, then the fourth one. And I hope that the fifth one is better than at least the fourth one because
they introduced aliens in
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
and people think they're going to introduce time travel in this next one.
Well, it's like they with this movie they're just showing like flashbacks of this is what Indy did back when he was a young adult. Now he's 80 years old.
Yeah.
But
it was like some kind of mission that some kind of treasure that he was looking for back in the day that he never got, and now it looks like he's getting a second chance at it, something like that.
Yeah. And even the other cast, like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she's a great actress.
I liked her in Fleabag, but she like right there is what's popping up.
Yeah,
people are thinking that she is the one who's is ruining this movie. One person specifically said, "Feminist Phoebe Waller-Bridge." I guess it was she made it too woke. I knew the word woke was gonna come up. Like the second the negative reviews came in, look, they're blaming Kathleen Kennedy. They're blaming Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Now I loved her in Fleabag, but I haven't seen it yet. So am I going to enjoy her comedy style in a action adventure movie? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I think you need to just watch the other films so you can understand what the themes.
Yeah, the comedy in the ones that I've seen, the two that I've seen, it would fit, but we're in modern times this new modern generation where everybody's so tribal about everything. It's either with everything being woke or go broke now, which is to me a dumbass statement because Avatar is one of the most woke, quote unquote woke movies in the world, and it's the #1 movie of all time all time, and that's that's themes about Native Americans and being about the earth,
pro your environment.
Yeah, but environmentalists and stuff. It's the most proper. So it doesn't always go broke, guys. Chill out. But I get it. It rhymes, so it's cool. But it rhymes. But
it's also James Cameron. He can do whatever.
Yeah, we don't want. Yeah,
James Titanic.
James Cameron can go woke,
and he'll still make $2 billion.
He's the new Michael Bay. It's about the motherfucking money. I even going woke make some motherfucking money. But some of the things that people were saying on the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Let me pull them up real quick.
I got them right here.
Yeah, I got them here too as well. So I was gonna pull it. All right. First that I got right here. So starting with, let me refresh it. Maybe something new came in. I don't know. Let me start over. Scroll down. Here we go. From the little snippet that Donald Clark said, he didn't give it a fresh. He gave it a fresh. It counts. It counts as a sort of compliment to say that James Mangold's film, until a gleeful, absurd ending, plays like just another episode in a creaky, unpretentious romp. David Flair, who gave it a rotten score, says there are needs being met here, but there aren't storytelling based ones. So as stoking the fan base and meeting the bottom line. Let me pull that up. Maybe because it only gives a little blurb of what they said. No, never mind.
I got some right here.
What do you got? What's the next one?
The de-aging and other CGI.
Which
from Esther Zuckerman. The de-aging and other CGI manipulations of Ford's body only serve to demonstrate that Dial of Destiny just wants to turn back the clock instead of doing anything new.
I mean, the one thing about Indiana Jones is that you want to see Indiana Jones fight the Nazis.
And
when he
now
fought
it's
the
like-
Russians in the last one, people
Yeah.
got upset.
I think now it's with the Vietnam War. I think.
Yeah, now we're in the Vietnam War, and the Dial of Destiny, and with it being the theme of going back to the past. I mean, there's now that he's pretty much fighting the Nazis again. So all the ingredients of an Indiana Jones is there.
It's just that
So what the hell happened?
Harrison Ford is getting old. Oh, he is old.
Yeah. Steve Pond said, if this is the final Indiana Jones movie, as it most likely will be, it's nice to see that they stuck the landing. So Steve Pond from The Wrap says they stuck the landing. That's his opinion. But Stephanie Zachary from Time Magazine said there are so many case sequences that the movie seems held together with slender bits of plot rather than the other way around. Worst yet, they're so heavily CGI'd that they come off as grimly dutiful rather than thrilling or delightful. So she didn't like. I guess she didn't like the de-aging, or maybe when she also said CGI, maybe is there too much CGI special effects going on around with this dial?
Just from the trailers, I saw there was a lot of chase sequences. Like there's a chase when there's like a parade going on, and then there's a chase on the train. There's a chase with cars, and there's a chase on planes.
So it's Fast and Furious in the
and whips.
Exactly.
So let's look at some positive ones. Sim said from Bilge Abiri, the damn thing is fun. Mangold may not have the young Spielberg's musical flair for extravagant action choreography, who does, but he is a tougher, leaner director using a tighter frame and keeping his camera close.
Right.
And one more from Ben Rolfe. Harrison Ford finds a fitting end to one of cinema's greatest action heroes and is one of the most iconic roles of his career with this film. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is a thrilling, action-packed swan song for the iconic character.
There you go.
And I hope it's that good. This guy gave it a B, so solid, right?
Yeah.
And some people just don't like it at all.
I mean,
and someone said it's sad and a safe ending for the series that once prided itself on big escapades and larger-than-life emotions. Dial of Destiny shows that some relics should just stay buried.
Damn. See, that's a harsh
Thanks, Robert Daniels, for that one.
So
I think what I'm getting of this is the same thing. I know this is completely different, but Jackass Forever.
Speaking of Indiana Jones.
Speaking of people who are too old to do this shit, Jackass Forever. And these guys are way too old to be hurting themselves on camera, even though they're about 50 years old. Harrison Ford's 80. This dude should be just, eating his oatmeal and chilling at home and watching The Price is Right.
Right.
So, I mean, it is Harrison Ford, and he is, he has some of the greatest roles in entertainment history.
Yeah. And he's more passionate about Indiana Jones than he was for Han Solo.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if he made the same request for Han Solo, as long as we kill him in the end.
Well, he tried to, but George Lucas didn't let him.
Yeah.
Until
for Han or for Indy? For Han, I know for Han.
For Han, yeah. George Lucas didn't let him get killed off in Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. It was until J.J. Abrams
took over. He finally got his wish.
Can you cut off my?
I'll come back if you kill me off.
Yeah, sure, I'll kill you.
Tired of talking to that damn Wookiee, I guess.
You just got to pay me $80 million or some shit.
Yeah, right. Cash and Coyote says Indiana Jones has 8 reviews. Chill out with that clickbait title, brother. 8 people isn't terrible reviews. Oh well, Crash and Coyote. It's like 27 reviews.
Yeah.
I never said that it was every critic in the world.
No.
I said the review my clickbait title, Mr. Coyote, is based on the Rotten Tomato critics that put their reviews up on Rotten Tomatoes. And when I created that thumbnail, it was at 45%, and I amended it when we saw that it ticked up.
Yeah.
By the end of this episode, it might be a certified fresh for all we know.
It might be fresh.
I also believe that there's a big chance that the audience score, like that's what happens lately. If there's a low score on the critic, It doesn't happen as often as people like to believe. 9 times out of 10, critics and audience scores are more aligned than we think. But when we notice a big shift, we really notice it, and that's all we talk about. So when it's a situation like this, or it might be like this, where the audience score might be like 89% or 98%, and the critic score is 50 or 48 or whatever, then it's like, oh my God, the critics don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Well,
but if you look at
give you a good example.
What you got?
The Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this right here.
But do I agree with that? Because when I first saw Super Mario Brothers, I didn't like it. I fell asleep. But on my second watch, and I was like, okay, I was just tired. So maybe those 27 critics, or the 8 critics according to Coyote, maybe they were just tired.
Yeah, maybe they were sleeping.
They were sleeping.
They're like, I gotta go watch this damn Indiana Jones movie.
Why they screening this movie at 4 o'clock in the morning? It sucked, you know?
You're like, should I go back and watch it? Nah. And
then
another guy's like, I'll go back and watch it. Like, hey, it's pretty good.
Hey, yeah. It's like that girl in the club that you thought was ugly, but you know, when you see that, you know, she's got a good personality, you're like, yeah, you know what? She's not so bad.
Personality titties.
Yeah, personality titties. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Indiana Jones 5, personality titties. It's all you need. Got to be more careful.
I think I watched the wrong Indiana Jones movie. Maybe the right one.
What do you mean?
Personality titties.
Indiana Jones and the personality titties.
And
but talking about clickbait, here's some of the thumbnails that are going out, and this is what I based it. I based it on the whole conversation. What the critic reviews, Rotten Tomatoes, is saying, what YouTubers are jumping the gun with and saying right off the bat. I'm not saying that I agree with this. I'm just showing you what they're doing. That's what this segment's about. What the critic score is, and look at this. Let's go full screen back again. First one, like from Big Papa Cameo. Indy 5 gets mixed reviews. From Clownfish TV, his YouTube channel, Indiana Jones 5 is rotten. That's just calling it like it is. Because it technically is. Let's see. Let's get to the more colorful ones. Here we go. From Overlord DVD, Indiana Jones 5 is a bomb. Now that is a clickbait title, because the movie was only screened to a few critics who are now putting their reviews up.
Yeah,
and we all know that critics when critics review, they're reviewing things on technical stuff. They're reviewing things on
storyline.
Like where an audience, we might just like things that explode and for an entertainment value
and fan service.
And fan service. Critics will be judging movies on that stuff too, but they'll also incorporate other technical things. And people always want to say, critics, you're too fuddy-duddy, you're too pompous, you're too arrogant. Like, no, I just have a background in film, and that's what I'm giving you more insight to what it all means. So, you know, don't be so harsh on these critics, man. They, you know, but unless they're criticizing me, then jump them. But go back full mess. So you want to talk about clickbait? Here we go. Yeah, Indiana Jones 5 is a bomb. The dude hasn't even seen it. Probably hasn't even seen it yet. This is probably one of the people that's just reading the Rotten Tomato scores and just officially just calling it a bomb.
That's why when people are saying, "Oh, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is too woke."
Yeah, why Phoebe Waller-Bridge is barely in Indiana Jones.
You don't know that. You haven't even seen the movie.
You probably haven't. Yeah, you're probably not one of these 27 critics. Indiana Jones 5 is trash. Did Robert Storm see it at Cannes Film Festival, or is he just going based on the score? Cannes 2023 review has for returns in Indiana Jones. Okay, that's not one of them. Here's another one. From Yellow Flash, reviews slam feminist Phoebe Waller-Bridge Indiana Jones 5 performance. Another Disney failure. It's not even officially out yet. The audience might give it a 99% audience score for all we know.
It may have changed after we were looking.
The movie might make $800 million in the box office. How is it already a failure? That's a clickbait.
And it went up since you.
And it went up since I created the thumbnail.
33% all the way to 50%.
It
may change even.
It might by tomorrow. It might be 60%.
Yeah.
It might be 75.
And
we don't know.
We still have a whole month
before the movie even comes out.
Yeah, this is all speculation.
Exactly. So before you call me out, telling me that I'm doing clickbait.
For me.
No, you need to check Beat you know that row of thumbnails first.
Yeah, that over there.
Like fell flat. Indiana Jones disaster. I didn't say that.
You said that.
Indiana Jones 5 gets blasted in the face. Yeah. Oh well, we already know that Ryan Kendall's gonna talk shit. I already know who that dude is. Yeah, we already know. He was probably one of the ones that's waiting. When he heard Phoebe Waller-Bridge was in, he was probably waiting for it to get a bad score so he can blame Kathleen Kennedy for it. Yeah, so no. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the worst indie film to date. Are you
sure about that?
Comic book cast too. Did you see the movie? Or are you just going it based on when it was at 17%?
Did you see Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Yeah. Because it's kind of hard to top that as the worst. And I haven't even seen 5 yet, and I'm still going to say 4 is probably going to be worse.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they tried, actively, I'm sure they tried really hard to make it better than 4.
Yeah. Just be better than 4. That's all you got to do.
I don't want to see Indiana Jones going into a fridge and then, the town being nuked and then he survives by being in a fridge.
Here we go. From Joshua Rises or whatever, Joshua Rises. Harrison Ford has an emotional breakdown after Indiana Jones 5 gets destroyed. Did he? I didn't hear about that.
That sounds like fake clickbait.
That sounds So
probably fake clickbait.
Yeah, there's way more. There's way better clickbait tags out there than what I created. I feel like I was pretty. Let's go back to what mine says. Critics give Indiana Jones 5 a rotten score of 45%. That's all I said, which was technically true.
Yeah, and it still went up from there.
I didn't say Phoebe Waller-Bridge is the problem. I didn't say she's woke. I didn't say Harrison Ford was wiping his butt with his hand on the set and throwing it at people. I just said what it was. So give me a break, man.
And
come on.
Thought
we were friends, baby. Come on.
This movie has to make a lot of money. I just looked up the budget.
Oh, yeah, people were talking about
$1 million. Holy shit. $300 million to make this movie? Shit.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It just has to break over $700 million.
It'll be fine. Jeez, relax. It'll be fine.
That is a lot of money to make this film.
Let's go back to the chat. What are we seeing right here? Did I miss anything before we move on?
What?
Y2 Germs back in the chat. What's going on, Y2 Germs? Let's see. The maid was. When we were talking about something earlier, Michael was like, the maid was hot. What were we talking about? He goes, hello, Giovanni.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He said the maid was hot.
I'm new here. I'm part of the Campy Exodus. Oh, yeah.
I said that.
Let's see. Hola and howdy, motherfuckers. Yeah, he's Hook's pop culture because Campia's greetings and salutations. So I said maybe the new ending for
howdy,
this show.
motherfuckers.
No, well that would be a great. I said maybe we should do an outro of if he does greetings and salutations to start the show. Maybe I should end the show with. What did I say? Good night and sayonara, motherfuckers. That's the new. So I've been testing that outro out. But technically, my introduction to the rundown or to any time I do anything is prepare yourself. I always say prepare yourself, guys. This is Chris with Talking Through the Medias. Because my favorite song from The Lion King is "Be Prepared." So I'm always telling people,
I like that.
Stay prepared. Prepare yourself at all times. So when I start the show, it's always prepare yourself. But now everybody's pushing me to end the show with good night and sayonara, motherfuckers. I don't know. Got some crazy people in the chat.
Yeah, they're like, you have to have, your taglines.
Yeah.
Kevin David said, bad reviews didn't stop Avatar: The Way of Water from making money. This movie will be the #1 movie of the year. Indiana Jones will be?
Wait, he said that in the chat?
Yeah. It has to beat Super Mario. That movie made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
So, and then you got more movies coming out after that. You got many big movies this summer. You got Transformers. You got Little Mermaid. You got Indiana Jones. It's going to be tough with all this competition for it to be the biggest movie of the year. Mario is still the biggest. It's gonna be hard to top it because it's a family movie. It's for everybody.
Exactly.
So
Peter Lang's in the chat room. What's going on, Peter? I'm gonna call him Producer Peter. He was cracking me up in the chat the other day when he was talking about, hey man, don't ask me for any more super chats. I think I've paid enough of y'all's rent. He's
paid to keep the lights on,
which is true. Yeah, Peter's all good. Peter's all good. What else we got? Let's see. It's just a hello, Peter. Yeah, Kevin Davis. Bad reviews didn't stop Avatar. Yeah, you mean the wokest movie in the world? Yeah, Avatar, baby. Billions of dollars. I was saying that it wouldn't make Avatar 2 Way of Water wasn't going to cross 1.5 billion. Then the further it got away from the pandemic, I was like, I might lose that bet, and I really lost that bet.
Yeah.
$2 billion. I said I would be shocked if it got anywhere near 2 billion. And it once again, never bet against James Cameron. Just can't. That dude
Man
is a
mastermind.
Money making machine.
Yeah.
He's told.
And then he's like, "Hey, before this comes out, let me just bring back Titanic into theaters. Y'all watch that. I'm sure it made millions of dollars too."
Only person that Mickey Mouse is afraid of, James Cameron. Look, I think people have gotten way out of hand with this nonsense. Yeah. With the whole, is the movie bad because
reviews
because of what's her name? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Everybody just wants an excuse to say
speculation. Yeah, they don't really know.
Yeah, people are getting too tribal with this stuff.
And also, they don't want to spoil anything, so they can't tell you why really. But they're saying like, "Oh, Harrison Ford is too old. Don't stop beating the dead horse.
Mm-hmm.
Stop milking. The Indiana Jones franchise. Harrison Ford's 80.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I'm still excited about it because the trailers look really good so far too. I'm not seeing anything that worries me in the trailers. So,
what's the poll at now? Before
they're saying now the on the highest is Phoebe Waller-Bridge is too woke at 35%.
That's what's winning. Yeah.
That's
right now. Phoebe. If Indiana Jones 5 turns out to be bad, what do you think people will say most? At 35%, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is woke. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Harrison Ford's too old. 25%. Should have just done a reboot. 20% and tied at 20% is. I bet the audience score will be good.
I'll just bring a hot take. If you don't want Phoebe Waller-Bridge, bring back Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, boom! I should have
bring back Shia LaBeouf.
There you go.
He is Indy's
challenge. Oh, you don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge? Okay, well, there you go. All right,
Shia LaBeouf.
Indy's son. I think of the trailer, they probably gonna mention that he has a son.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the end credit or something like that.
I think they're not going to, because I don't know if you know that Shia LaBeouf talks shit about Steven Spielberg and the whole movie. He's
really?
The movie's not that great in interviews. So they found out, they're like, Steven Spielberg was like, "You're never going to work with me ever again."
Damn. Recast the son. Wait, it was one that I missed. Kevin Davis says Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse will open better domestic box office than first film. It's tracking, yeah. My only concern is Little Mermaid will overshadow it. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse
I'm gonna see when it comes out.
Is tracking to, I think last time I looked it up, we talked about it on the show, like 75 to 80 million. It's tracking to open with like 70 to 80 million. The first one opened at like 35 million. But if I remember correctly, I said I think it's tracking. It's tracking pretty big.
This one opens on June 1st, and then
Little Mermaid comes out next Friday.
Ooh, Little Mermaid does not have a lot of time in theaters. It has what? If this comes out.
You don't think the Little Mermaid's going to hit a billion?
Little Mermaid's going to be it only has 1 week to itself before Spider-Man comes out next week, the week after. That's crazy. And it's going one after another.
But we're talking about an animated movie versus a movie that's a reboot of another animated movie, but
they're both family friendly.
They're both family friendly, but the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, even though it was well received, still only opened at 35, something around 30-something million, and this one's tracking at 75 to 80 million. Little Mermaid has more of I know it's Spider-Man, but this animated Spider-Man doesn't have the legacy behind it as the Little Mermaid does. I know there's a Spider-Man movies, but mentally I'm separating the Spider-Man movies from this Spider-Man animated movie. So it only is leaning on its Into the Spider-Verse, the popularity of that. The Little Mermaid reboot, even though it's getting all this backlash from and whatnot, it still has the legacy of that 90s Disney classic backing it up, and people and 2 generations are wanting to go and support it.
People are gonna go watch that. Yeah,
they're gonna go and watch it. So I don't think that'll be that much crossover as far as like.
So Box Office Pro is predicting The Little Mermaid will earn between 30 and 50 million in its opening weekend, whereas Spider-Man could go from 85 to 105 million.
Oh shit! So I'm completely off. All right.
I'm just
I would have said that Little Mermaid would have been tracking at 100 million.
I do think that Spider-Man has a bigger fan base. Yeah.
I would have said the opposite, only because of the popularity of the first film. But shit, man, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Damn, I didn't look those numbers up. And you know what? Because I am going to screen Little Mermaid, but I'm not really all that excited about it. So I should have just listened to my inner. I just assumed that this, because it's the Little Mermaid, that people were going to go crazy
and
for
also,
it. Despite the controversy behind it.
The Spider-Man,
but people really loved The Little Mermaid.
Well,
and with the 2 generations and wanting to reintroduce their kids to that old cartoon, I just assumed. But also, I would have
Spider-Man
bet
has no controversy behind it. This one does. The Little Mermaid movie, it does.
Yeah.
So that's also can hinder in some way. Whereas Spider-Man, it even won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature.
Well, Spider-Man, Miles Morales did have controversy when they first invented the character. Well, you got to make him black. Well, you got to, and then little by little, the Miles Morales won over the fans. So that's what they should have made. They should have made the Little Mermaid black years ago, and then made the movie.
So
by now, the heat would have died down. Miles Morales had time to win over the comic book fans.
Because also this Spider-Man movie has a bunch of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and a bunch of different kinds of Spider-Man. So
there's people online hating on one of the women characters because she's pregnant in the she's going to be pregnant in the movie.
Well, I did not even
Issa
know
Rae.
that.
She's her Spider-Woman character is pregnant and she's fighting. People are like, she's pregnant, she shouldn't be fighting. The animated baby that's not real is in danger. Oh my God, is that fake baby in trouble? Nobody's saying anything about the fact that the Spider-Man from the first installment, who's now a father. You see in the trailer, like he has a little baby.
Yeah,
he's got a baby on his. Nobody's saying anything about him. He's got a damn baby strapped to his stomach, jumping on walls. But you're bashing the pregnant chick. He brought a baby.
Yeah, let's bring a baby to a fight.
Yeah, exactly. So there's your controversy.
Unless if the baby stays at home.
Yeah.
With whoever is taking care of the spider baby.
Yeah.
But as far as these numbers go, I think it's safe to say that Spider-Verse is going to make bank.
Well, Disney
Little
makes
Mermaid,
$1 billion pretty much every movie. Pretty much says. So Disney makes $1 billion every movie pretty much. Let's see. Greetings and salutation. That's my line. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, welcome back, Romeo Rodriguez. He says, I have a curious business question. How you guys can afford a studio or making a profit with average 10%, 2 billion live viewers? What? How you guys can afford a studio or making a profit with average 10% 2B live viewers? Are you talking about us right here? Like, how can we afford this studio?
I guess he's wondering, like, because of how many viewers you have, how do you have this studio? It's called investing into your own studio, sir.
I am not in a studio. I'm at home.
Yeah.
This is the magic of lighting. I bought those lights years ago. So because when I had the money, with my day job, I bought. That's not real brick back there. Romero.
We're not telling you that it's, just a wallpaper, but,
That TV, I've had that TV for years. I just mounted it up. Those posters, when I worked overseas in Iraq for the military, I was their movie guy. I used to order all this stuff. That's where these posters came from. Don't tell KBR because they pay for them. These are those old ass posters that I ordered.
But there's a Rogue One poster over there.
A Rogue One poster, yeah. These Funko Pops, I bought them one at a time over the years. Little by little, you start putting things together. You throw a couple of curtains in the wall, then you can turn a room in the house that you live in and make it look like it might be fancier than it is. It's just staging and lighting. That's it.
Other people might call it movie magic.
Thanks for that backhanded compliment, though. How could you guys only have 10,000 followers and get that great-ass studio? Something like mafia money. That's
How are y'all planning to be, profitable with only 10 viewers?
Yeah, you only got 10,000 subscribers and 3 viewers.
With dedication, and consistency.
We got mafia money, too. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
We got people,
Tony Soprano is our sponsor.
Yeah. We got, people duct taped in the downstairs over there.
We got lawyers watching lawyers, so we don't go broke. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Hey. You're asking too many questions.
Forget about it.
Don't worry about it. Hey.
Forget about it.
I wouldn't mind Shia.
Hey, someone who said it. I wouldn't mind Shia LaBeouf either.
Peter Lang's every movie people love is woke as hell. People just don't recognize it. And Romero comes back. He asks the question again. You reworded how you guys can afford a studio. 2%,
I'm squatting my mom's basement.
Are you planning to be profitable in 2030? Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, I am. By 2030, this channel will be profitable. Just hoping. Yeah, I hope so. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you at, Romero? I'm squatting in my mom's basement. All right. So am I. Let's see. Anything else? We're all caught up? Yeah, so far. So, yeah. Also, Disney Pixar has more Oscars than Jordan has rings. Yeah. It's true. Very, very true.
Yep.
Good observation. All right. Yeah, so that's our thoughts on what's going on with the whole Indiana Jones thing. I will check it out. Should I watch the first 2 before I...
Yes, especially because you can watch it literally, because of your Disney Plus.
Yeah.
When it comes out on May 30th.
That's
and
cool.
so it can be, easy, accessible for everyone who hasn't watched them. So
talk about a Disney shill over here. This guy here.
Well,
how much is Disney paying you?
I watched Indiana Jones before it was part of Disney. I'm that guy.
There you go. All right.
So.
All right, guys. Let's get into the reviews portion of the show. Did you get a chance to check out the Killers of Wallflowers trailer?
Yes, I did. I mean, I'll just say, Martin Scorsese is going to hit it out of the park again. Martin Scorsese, he's a legendary film director, and he's working with these top actors: Leonardo DiCaprio, Brendan Fraser, Robert De Niro,
yes,
Jesse Plemons. Come on,
yeah. The cast alone is just bleeding.
I
Oscar.
hear this cast and I hear the director. Sold. I'm in.
Yeah,
that's it.
The movie looks great. Leo and Robert, have they done a movie before?
I think
I want to say they have. I keep thinking about Catch Me If You Can. I know that was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's Tom Hanks.
But to have Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro in a movie together.
Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I don't think he was in The Departed.
This Boy's Life. That's one movie they were in.
They were in that together.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as another one,
then that might be the only one.
Yeah, This Boy's Life. That was made in 1993.
But it looks like Killers of Flowers is going to be another. Just hand the Oscar over.
Yeah.
Type of movie.
Set in the 1920s when the Native Americans were still in the Americas, and Yeah, it looks like. Well, I could read the synopsis right here.
Yeah, give me the synopsis.
In the 1920s, members of the Osage Native American tribe of the Osage County, Oklahoma, are murdered after oil is found on their land, and the FBI decides to investigate.
Right. Yeah. Then as the trailer showed, yeah. Oh, and when we find that expensive oil, yeah, this land that we promised you, it's not yours anymore.
No,
yeah,
because that's oil.
We told you we were going to leave you alone, but you didn't say you had oil. Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about these sort of historical movies, not any kind of director can pull off something like that. Only a seasoned director like Martin Scorsese can pull off a movie like this.
Yeah, I think he'll handle it well. Leo's playing the same character he was in in Django Unchained.
Yeah. And then
this is how he got that money.
You're watching the trailer and then you're like, is that Brendan Fraser? What?
Yeah. That's StatCast. Yeah, he's just sitting there.
Brendan Fraser is back
after his Oscar winner. After his Oscar win, oh yeah, this is the year. I'm glad Martin Scorsese was like, yo, man, I'm glad that I signed him before that Oscar win.
Yeah, you don't have to pay him as much.
Like, money, please. Yeah, it looks good. What's going on?
He was good in The Whale.
I still haven't watched it yet.
It's a very depressing
Do you think
film.
Max streaming service combined with Discovery Network will do well domestic? Every time I talk about HBO Max, Discovery never comes up in the conversation. I don't even know anybody who watches the Discovery stuff.
What the hell's even on it?
I just don't know. I know a lot of documentaries. I know, Discovery Channel stuff. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't. So the answer.
I think there's a reason why
there's
Discovery
probably
is partnering.
There's a reason why Discovery could afford to buy them, and that's what that's where they came from. They're the new owners. But that's a good. The day-to-day conversation, the small circle that I'm with, I'm around, I never talk about Discovery ever. So
and
that's a
good
question. I don't
see a big audience, telling other people, hey, sign up for Discovery Plus. I'm like, what?
Why? Why? But they did so well with their network that they were able to put themselves in a position where they could afford to buy Warner Brothers. So they must be doing something right. I just never watched. That's just not one thing that I was ever watching. Good question. Let's move on to the next trailer.
Is that chick a real native? I don't know. I could check.
Well, now
I could check the IMDb.
Nowadays, because that's one of the things that one of the actresses from Yellowstone is getting dinged for, that she's not being, not that she's not a real Native American.
She's from Browning, Montana.
That's still America.
Yeah.
But is she of Native? Is she a indigenous and American descent? Is the question.
She graduated at
that doesn't tell
University of Montana with a minor in Native American Studies.
That doesn't tell.
It doesn't say.
I'm gonna assume maybe she is, but I don't know. We'll find out later. Next trailer. Did you get a chance to check out The Creator?
This movie. This movie looks like one of those epic sci-fi action that just comes out of nowhere, and with
the whole discussion about AI nowadays, that's kind of scary. Yeah, Skynet, baby.
Yeah, and I see a lot more discussions about how AI is becoming more scary because it's learning so much from human behavior. Yeah, that a movie like this is. Yeah,
this show, we're not even real. We're all AI generated. Didn't know that, did you? Insert questions. We talk movie here.
You have questions for us?
Yeah. Writer's strike will not stop the AI protocol.
The director of this also directed Rogue One, and it has the same kind of style as Rogue One did, but the same director, Gareth Edwards, I don't think he's done anything since Rogue One.
I swear, when I started watching, as I was thinking, is this the new one from Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
It felt like
it had that kind of look. it's like it looks very bleak. The colors are not.
What was the last movie
saturated.
that Washington was in with him? What was that movie called with Nolan?
Tenet.
Tenet. Yeah, it felt. I felt like this was another Christopher Nolan Washington movie. Like
Because he's acting the same way. He's
Yeah.
the same character. And I mean, he knows how to play the kind of character where he's like, I'm serious and we have to do this mission, and we have a prime directive and we have to go and do it.
That twist in the end of the trailer where the girl was a robot or a bot or an AI thing, that was a twist. So it's like it's one of those situations where it looked cut and dry. Humans or the AI, it can only be one. Now it's like
they're blending them together.
Now they're blending them together.
Like a
is this trying to resist a? Is this a fight to exterminate all humans, or is this a fight to stop the blending of AI and humans together, because that could be the next step in human evolution? I mean, let me blow your mind real quick.
I'm ready.
People say that if human beings ever were to meet an alien species, a creature from another planet, we would not meet the actual aliens. We would probably meet their AI robots. Think about it. What do we shoot up in space all the time? We don't shoot people up in space all the time and be like, yep, just go out there and tell us if there's any aliens out there. No, we send machines out there. So if we ever became in contact by an alien life form, it probably wouldn't even be them. It would be their AIs, their robots.
Then they're probably going to communicate
through
their machines.
Or they died millions of years ago and their robot is like, we were a race of these people from years ago. They died a long time ago, but they were there. And that's probably how people are going to find out about humans. So what way can humans travel the stars and live forever if we evolve and merge with machine? We're already doing it. This tooth isn't real. I'm almost there, man. Tell you, it's up thinking. So that was my AI little tangent real quick. So I feel like maybe that's what this movie's about. First, it felt like it was like a Sarah Connor kind of a thing, where it's like just humans versus the machines. Now it's like, oh, is it maybe the machines are just trying to push humans to no. This is the way if you guys want to survive, you need to merge with us. If you want humans to live forever, it's the only way. To me, that's what this trailer is about.
Starting off when they're young too.
Yeah, they're getting them when they're kids. That's how you do it. You get the kids.
Yeah, because kids, their mind is like a sponge.
Bill Gates put free Windows computers in elementary schools, so we would grow up only used to Windows. You get the kids. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
We
the kids' minds, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
They have brilliant minds, and for them to expand,
we can indoctrinate them with AI intelligence.
Yes. Tell them that they are now the master race.
Yeah.
PC AI master race.
Exactly. That's how you do it. That's what this movie's about.
I am really excited for this movie, and it looks like it'll be just a visual fest for you to feast your eyes upon. Like the cinematography, the movie looks beautiful.
Do you think it's gonna have the same the problems that Tenet had? Like
no.
Like you think it'll do better than Tenet?
I think.
Well, it's not hard to do better than Tenet since Tenet came out during the pandemic. But you know what I mean, like critically, right?
Critically, yes, because
you mentioned, you said it felt like it was I'm hoping he's not being typecast and like he's only playing this same type of a role all the time.
Well,
because his father played all kinds of different roles.
Yeah. So it looks like he has this kind of character that fits well with this, sci-fi, but realistic, but also character that is kind of in charge of a mission. And I think he sells it pretty well.
Right.
And the thing about it that really sells me is how it looks. And Gareth Edwards, we already saw what he did with Rogue One, and it looks like he knew what Star Wars looked like, but also he wanted to ground it in reality in some of the planets that we saw. This, I like that it's not Star Wars, but it's still post-apocalyptic sci-fi, and they're showing that, hey, we can make a movie about humans versus AI, and it looks really awesome. And even the way it's filmed, it's super wide. I think it's 270 by 1. So it's going to be a very, very wide film, and it looks amazing. Yeah. And I'm so hyped up for it. And I'm going to go see this probably like day one. Ever since I saw it, I'm like, this movie just came out of nowhere. When was Gareth ever starting to make this movie?
I don't know. That's my question, because I was starting to push him out of talking about Washington. I was starting to like not even miss him ever since Tenet. I'm like, I haven't heard from him in a while. Don't know what he's been up to, and then boom, this trailer just comes out of nowhere. Now I'm excited about seeing it. So let us know what you guys think. What do you think about the creator trailer? If you're looking forward to seeing it, let us know, and maybe we'll talk about it a little bit later. Moving on real fast, because I didn't even realize I went overtime. We were supposed to wrap this up so we could do our spoiler review of Fast X. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm gonna do a quick non-spoiler review of Fast X.
First, can you tell me what you thought of Fast 9 so you can lead into Fast X?
That's actually good. Okay, so we'll keep this short, but because right after this stream we're gonna go into a live stream of full spoilers Fast X. But right now this is the non-spoiler review. I saw Fast 9
for the
first time like last night or the night before, and I hated it. Hated it. Everything that it was like the whole idea of Rome kind of being self-aware that he was in a movie was kind of interesting. I was like, are they really going to break the fourth wall? That's one thing that they have not really done yet. They've embraced the ridiculous of everything, but they've never broken the fourth wall. They kind of hinted toward it, and I was like, that was funny, but that was at the top of the movie. But when they started going to the stunts that they were doing, I'm used to Fast and Furious now breaking the laws of physics and being ridiculous. But the franchise knows itself, and this is ridiculous. This is all impossible. But there's a ceiling. They went beyond that when they went into space. It was too damn ridiculous. Mm-hmm. No, I kept rolling my eyes over everything. Dom was able to get jumped by 50 men and somehow win. At first, it looked like I was like, I hear the jokes that you put Dominic Toretto up against a dinosaur, Dominic Toretto's gonna win.
You know why? His family.
Because his family, and that was. But they went this time when it was like that's kind of unbelievable, and I can see it. By 9, it was like, no, Dominic Toretto is Superman now, and I just couldn't stand it. So I was prepared for that same BS for 10. Then I started seeing the reviews, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong, because one of the reviews that I saw was, it's ridiculous. It's still ridiculous, just like 9 was. But Jason Momoa was good. I saw one person that I thought was gonna hate it. Love it. Thought he was gonna hate it, but he loved it. You called me after because you saw it last week.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to be.
I saw it on Monday. Yeah,
that you said you didn't like it. You hated it. No giving you spoilers away. You did not like Fast X.
I did not like Fast X.
Was it worse than 9 to you?
Did
you like 9 better than Fast X? Because I'm going to say right now, to me, it's way better than 9. Not as good as 8, 7, 6, or 5. But I'll tell you what I liked about it.
It's hard to think about it because, like, I just think of Fast X as just a big mess. It's just a lot of scenes just put together because all of these 15 main characters you got to give screen time to, all in different parts of the world. Yeah. And
you don't think the way it was spread out was done well? It was too spread thin?
No, I think it was too spread out.
I'll tell you what they were. I'm going to agree that I think Jason Momoa was one of the best, most interesting characters that they've done in a while. Yeah. I think he was very interesting because of what they did to Cypher in Fast 9. Let me rant about that again. Because Cypher was badass in Fast X. But by 9, she was just a sub-villain and being outsmarted by do you know who my dad is type of character. It was that little part. Like I was not interested in the villain at all in 9.
Oh,
All
John Cena? Yeah.
No, not John Cena. The guy funding it, the guy that was in charge of John Cena.
Yeah.
See,
No,
you see how forgettable he was?
See?
That he had
Yeah.
no charisma, no, he was not entertaining. He wasn't threatening. He was nothing.
I don't even know who that guy
I was
is.
like, how the hell did you outsmart Cypher? Then it turns out he really didn't. So Cypher to me was one of the most interesting villains because she was the first time that we got a villain that came back.
Who the hell was the villain?
That dude is so forgettable. Don't worry about it. Fuck that guy.
I don't even remember.
But to get Cypher back, now Cypher's falling into the whole. Once I was their villain, now she's in the.
She's like the enemy of my enemy is my
friend type of. She's in that zone now. And I'm not gonna spit out dates, no spoilers, but it was that part of it was okay. But let me tell you exactly what this movie is. This is what this Fast and Furious is their attempt at Avengers: Infinity War.
Yep.
Because I'm not gonna tell you why, but because of the way it ended. This was their attempt of an Infinity War.
Yeah.
If the other Fast and Furious movies was the Avengers, if Fast 9 was their Thor: The Dark World or Iron Man 2 or whatever.
Oh,
hey Daniel, what's up, man? Thanks for the donation.
Danny saw the movie too.
We're not doing spoilers, but
no. But you can give us your spoiler-free review in the comments section because he already told me what he felt about it.
But it reminded me of this was their attempt at a Avengers Infinity War type of a movie.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you exactly what other movie this reminded me of. Jason Momoa's performance reminded me of Heath Ledger's Joker.
Exactly.
He was the Joker in this movie.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna tell you why, but it was almost like he was trying to channel that, which after the sucky main villain from 9 was a breath of fresh air because I felt like every villain brought something unique and new, but the villain from 9 was a downgrade. He was worse than and I like the dude, the guy who plays Rip in Yellowstone, but he was the villain in Too Fast, Too Furious. I would have said he was one of the worst villains that they had, but even still, he was still more exciting than he still was exciting in his own way. But oh my God, that last villain was sucked so bad. I
don't even remember it.
I can't even remember if he died or not, but I hope he is dead. I never want to see that dude again. He sucked so bad. Cypher was awesome. They tried to neuter her, and I feel like they're redeeming her. But Jason Momoa, I thought I was gonna hate it because I saw in the trailer the whole him getting punched in the face and laughing at the punch, and I was like that. I thought that was
like a Joker thing.
It was a Joker thing from the dude.
Or Green Goblin thing.
It was. Yes.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. I feel like they were trying because I feel like they were like, well, we got all these Marvel and DC actors in this movie together. Let's have a Jokerish type of villain. What?
Danny, he put a number super chat. 5 out of 10. Least of my favorite from that series.
That's 10 is your least favorite.
Yeah.
I still say 9 is their worst. Anything? I don't want to take the spot. What your final thoughts before we move on to the spoiler talk?
I have some.
The spoiler talk is not going to be on this stream. The spoiler talk is going to be in the stream that we're about to do right after.
It may as well be called the Avengers and the Furious because holy shit, everyone is a superhero now. And
dude, I'll go into details, but there was one scene where I was like, that's the reason why I said Dominic Toretto is Superman now.
Yeah.
Not just because he survives, but because of his ability. Okay, but I'll tell you.
I got some notes.
Don't spoil it, though.
I have not seen a villain like this since the Joker. He's actually similar to the Joker in how he portrays himself in the movie, which is something I've never seen before. He's cool, menacing, flamboyant, insane, but also new and fresh at the same time. Yeah. Made him more memorable than a lot of other villains.
A lot of the other villains.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can't say about Momoa's character, that he's not memorable. You will remember this dude.
Yes.
You will remember him.
Yeah, especially when he calls Dominic Toretto, he calls him Donnie.
Yeah.
God.
I like the monologue in it. Without telling you what he said, I mean, it reminded me of the villain from the Incredibles. You got me monologuing. Syndrome. He reminded me of Syndrome brought to life, man.
Yeah. You got me monologuing.
You got me monologue. But he loves to monologue.
Yeah.
Well, Syndrome was trying not to do it because that's a rule you don't want to break. Just like the Joker. it was mystery. You're lowering. The whole time I'm watching this movie, I kept thinking about that scene. Do I look like a man with a plan? He acts like he's not, but he has it
pulling all the strings.
He had it planned out years ago.
Yeah.
So I loved him, but my God, the physics.
There
are no physics. There are no rules anymore.
No, especially when Dominic Toretto did that thing on that bridge.
Non-spoiler. No.
Oh man.
But
besides Jason Momoa, I really like John Cena in this movie. I think he was essentially.
I felt like in 9 that he was the Brian. Nah, he's replacing Brian. Like John everything Cena. That John Cena was doing, I felt like Brian would have done.
Yeah,
kind of a thing.
John Cena, his character.
And since The Rock ain't gonna do it,
skilled action. He's a skilled fighter, is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And his whole role in the movie is just him being a badass.
Yeah.
And him kicking ass. That's what he's doing in this movie.
Yeah.
Which Brian would have done. If
Brian would have been the one doing it.
Yeah. Which I have a whole plot hole that I want to do spoilers about Brian, which we can talk about in a bit.
But overall, what is your score? If you say, do you recommend?
It's hard to recommend this movie because either if you like the Fast and Furious, you're still torn on it because I love the Fast and Furious. I watched every single film, and even then I'm like, what happened to just street racing? They tried that in the film, and then they just I
don't remember street racing at all in 9. It did. I don't think it happened.
No, I don't think so.
It did. At least it did happen with
this film,
X.
but they also ended
in the same vein that they did it in 6, and when they were in Rio. Was it Rome or Rio?
Rio, that's Fast 5.
Yeah, in Fast 5. It was kind of the same way they incorporated in Fast 5. They just threw it in there real quick.
Yeah, they're like, we all have cop cars. Let's go and race down here.
But
this one, there was actual real stakes, and I feel like they should have just not ended it the way they did in the movie.
Well, they mentioned that Vin Diesel wanted Fast X to be a trilogy. Fast X Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3.
Yeah.
They're definitely they greenlight this a while ago. They said there definitely will be a Part 1, Part 2. I heard that he wants to make it a part. I can tell what he's trying to do, and we'll talk about. I'll give you that theory in the spoiler talk in a few minutes. But I would be okay if it's just a Part 2, Fast X Part 2, and just let it end there. I feel like that.
Bungalow.
I feel like that's the way it should end. Any final thoughts before we move on to we end the show?
I still think the movie is just a big mess, and if I were to rate it, man, I still think it's on the bottom. For me, I think it's still the worst of the series.
Are you gonna give it? What grade are you gonna give it? I'll tell you right now. Fast 9 is an F for me. Fast 9 is an F. For me,
I don't think I can give any of them an F. If Fast F for me is like a D, I'm giving Fast X D minus, like almost an F, because there are still entertaining parts of it. Jason Momoa is he's kind of becoming an iconic villain, and just by himself.
Yeah,
and makes the movie entertaining to watch, even though a lot of the shit doesn't make any sense.
They were. I'll tell you what. There was a lot of retconning. It felt like they were retconning while they were filming.
Yeah,
they're like, you know what? Let's change it.
But do you remember Fast 5? Oh no. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah.
And honestly, I actually liked the scenes that they inserted in the movie from Fast 5 because, I love Fast 5. That's my favorite in the series. And I got to.
It reminded me like what they did with Fast 4, how the original new car original parts they were trying to. I like it when they go back and go back. I like that, but it was getting ridiculous, and I'll explain more in the spoiler talk. Yeah. So let's end it off right now. I'll say you gave it a D.
Yeah, I gave it a D.
I'm gonna say C minus. For now, no, I'll say C. So I guess you average that out. That is, as of now, it's going to be a C minus then.
Yeah,
if I give it a C, you give it a D. So it's going to be at a C minus. We'll wait to see what a few more of the panel gives it, and before we give it an official grade. But we're gonna end the show with that. Let's end off the non-spoiler talk. We're not gonna go into spoilers now. That's gonna be a different stream. So let's get into what you guys are talking about. Let's end the show out with we got your mail portion of the show. Anything else that popped up since we started talking?
You guys missed 2 super chats.
How?
Wow,
we didn't. No, I put them up. Yeah, that one. Daniel says hello, everybody. I put that one up.
And then the other one.
Yeah, no, I put that one up. Daniel, when he said 5 out of 10. Yeah.
Fast 10 is a long teaser for Fast XI. Which would be 11. Yeah.
Who said that?
Romeo Rodriguez.
Fast 10 is a long teaser for. Yeah.
You know what?
Is it gonna be called Fast 11 or is it gonna be called Fast 10 Part 2?
That is a good question.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we start the next stream.
Honestly, because of how Fast X ends, I felt like that's it. We're ending it off like this.
Well,
I didn't even like how it ended.
I only heard a couple weeks ago that it was gonna end like a cliffhanger kind of a thing. That they were always meaning it to be a Part 1 and Part 2.
But like the way they did it, I'm like,
we'll talk about that in a minute. That's not as bad as
Legolas jumping around like Mario, slaying orcs like Dynasty Warriors. Oh, that's in the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool when they did in Lord of the Rings. Legolas is a badass, and I think he's talking about in Two Towers when he's sliding down on the stairs when he's shooting people with his bow and arrow. Mm-hmm. That was a cool scene, but I think that's cooler than what we saw in Fast X, honestly.
Before we go, I hope the Killer of Flowers movie will be the masterpiece I thought The Irishman was going to be. Unfortunately, was disappointed with that movie. It's cheap, de-aging, special effects from Wish. The Irishman didn't hit me as hard as I thought it was. I love Martin. Dude's a freaking genius, but this isn't another mob movie, is it? Nope, it's not. Nope. But it's got the ingredients though for an Oscar.
Yeah, humans fighting AI robots. That's Mega Man.
Yeah.
Hey, make a Mega Man movie. Shit.
Mega Man the movie. Yeah. Yeah, that would be. Yeah,
that's what that kid's probably gonna be named. The kid that's.
Now I'm gonna call him Mega. The girl. I'm gonna call her Mega Man now. That's messed up. All right, guys, that's the end of the rundown. Join us in a few minutes. We're gonna go. There's another stream that's already there. You guys might be already joining that for our spoilers discussion. If you don't care about spoilers, come join us. We're gonna talk about it. If you've already seen it, come join us, and we're gonna talk about Fast X spoilers. Talk. Anything else before we get out of here? Anything else? We miss anything? No.
You want us to take a shot?
You know, as soon as there you go. Well, no, I'm already done with my drink. I can't get wasted. I got a headache last time. I got too hungover. All right, guys, that's the show. Appreciate you guys for keeping us entertained in the live chat. If you have any of your questions, comments, concerns, theories, and things like that, send it to us on our. There you go. So on our social medias, on our Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. We're always checking the comments. Let us know what you guys think. Or if you want to suggest anything that you want us to talk about on the show, join us next week as we continue the rundown and talk about more entertainment news and movie reviews as well as other things. And when we do our rundown after dark, which this was not officially. It might get a little dark when we talk spoilers. So we're ending the show off now. So we'll see you in a little bit for the spoiler talk for Fast X. All right, see you guys there. I'm not going to sign off with that. I'll say good night later. I won't say good night now. So
we'll see you
in a few minutes.
Yeah, see you in a few minutes.